Oh, wait, I actually, I cooked last night, like mentally, not actual food. Uh, Man, I swear. And I wanted to run this by you guys, what y'all thought for OnlyFans. My brain is, I'm such a loser. How do I word this? So, maybe I shouldn't run this by on my Twitch channel, but, so my issue, not my issue, a thought I was having was, how do I, let me think about it before I say. Okay, so for OnlyFans, I wanted to do, we're doing like a guild self-found, basically, so we're not allowed to trade with anyone. We just aren't, except with each other. And I wanted to somehow utilize Fangsley. Like, I don't want Fangsley to be completely, like, there's no point anymore because we can't trade with anyone. So I was like, how can I utilize that? I thought maybe I make Fangsley self-found as well, and we can trade with Fangsley. But it's like, at that point, first of all, would they farm a bunch? Do we need what they farm? I don't know if we do. And also, that might be too much help. At that point, we aren't going to farm anything ourselves. We're basically just going to have a bunch of slaves in Fangsley. So I was like, how can I utilize Fangsley, but also make it fun and kind of in the spirit? And I thought of something, and I think this could be good. I'm thinking about, I don't know how I got so high and thought of this, but essentially, we're going to have a point system, I think, or I know, where, you know, each orc or troll or undead, they're going to have their points based on how they level. When they die, they lose points. When they do something great, like, hey, they get level 10, their entire race gains points. The race that is in the lead of the points, I'm going to give them access to the Fangsley Bank. And I'm hoping that that bank is going to have linen and just bullshit that allows them to basically level professions easily. And every single week, all the points are going to reset back to 0. Horde, Alliance, or not Horde, Orc, Undead, Troll, they're going to reset to 0, right? And every week, we're going to have a new race that is going to have access to the Fangsley Bank. And it's going to constantly reset every fucking week. Actual racism, yeah. Tauren, yeah, so let's just say Tauren are in the lead, right? Tauren have the least deaths. I think, like, I got to think about the point system. But I was thinking, like, every time you level 10 levels, your entire race gets 5 points on your behalf. Every time you die, you lose 10 points. So you could get to level 30 and you'd rack up 15 points, and then you die and you lose 10. You've overall been a net plus 5, sure. Amongst other things like that, blah, blah, blah. But let's say Tauren is in the lead. We'll apply those points, and that entire race will have access to the Fangsley Bank. And then that week will end, and then reset back to 0, apply the points, blah, blah, blah. Speed levelers. Well, hopefully, each race... I really need an even split between all the races. Kind of. There is the possibility, let's just say majority of players get undead. They could die more than others and just constantly just be hitting negatives. So having more numbers could be a deficit. I want to make sure that, you know, that's a thing too. It just sucks that I don't have test servers. I can't test this shit. I see how it plays out. But I think I'm going to do a system where I want the point system of races to matter. And not just in the raid. In raid, we're going to have it where the team with the most points is going to be able to roll /1 through 100 for loot. And if you're the second place race, you roll 1 through 90. I don't know if I want to make fucking last place roll 1 through 70, though. That's kind of fucked up. Maybe I do 1 through 100, 1 through 95, 1 through 90, 1 through 85. Won't people empty the bank before the reset? Yeah, I haven't thought it. You're right. I don't know the logistics of it. I don't know. Why can't we do SF? What is SF? You mean SSF? Solo self-found? Do whatever the fuck you want. I don't care. If you don't want to trade with the guild either, then do whatever you want. I don't care. Okay, go ahead. What about a buddy system? Main guild champion. A buddy system. The main guild champion, their Fangsley faction. The Fangsley leading faction decide which faction gets the advantage. What? Wait, what? Limited withdrawals to 5 items per day to 1 character with only 1 eligible person to take items. That's a play. I do want to have race leaders. So delegating, like, whoever's going to be in charge of the undead, right? A race leader. Who's going to be in charge of the turn? My only requirement is whoever is going to be a faction leader has to show up to the IRL meetings because it's funny. I would love to have an election day in the midst of America's actual presidential election, and we host our own for undead faction leader and fucking Tauren. Here's why I think you should vote for me. That's so stupid. It's so dumb. Fuck, I can't wait. It's just so long until the elections for race leaders. Yeah, my only, again, requirement would be that they have to actually be IRL, which limits it pretty strongly. Like Zico couldn't do it. Ompi couldn't do it. Stop making me feel like a nerd. It's fun. I love this shit. I get to be in this position to do this stupid fucking OnlyFans bullshit, and it's like my gears don't turn very much. They do now, though. Where'd your stash go? Got rid of it. Can we set up 4 channels in Discord exclusively for your race? We can talk shit about the other races. I don't know about that. I mean, at the end of the day, OnlyFans is literally just going to be classic WoW 90% of the time, which is just leveling. Right? That's the majority of it. Which I'm excited for, but I think a lot of the really stupid, funny memes are going to come from the stupid IRL meetings. And then me yelling at Mizkif because he's going to fuck everything up again. Or Tyler 1. I would love to yell at Tyler, but he has to genuinely fuck up. Maybe he's a legend and he actually is not trash. Somehow he's super good at Classic WoW. It just clicks with him because he's autistic. Maybe. I'd be very impressed. Actually, I don't even know if I would be impressed. Classic WoW's not hard. No, I wouldn't be impressed. I expect him to be good. Only thing secretly holding out for... Not reading the rest of that. Stop. He's going to throw bodies at it. Throw bodies at it. What does that mean? Die a lot. Oh, right. I mean, he might. Whatever faction he gets, they're going to get so many points taken away. Every single death is going to be minus 10. So there might be a week where Undead is negative 500. Because they just have so many moronic on their team dying constantly. And that's why I'm thinking about doing weekly resets. The other issue with this is now I'm going to have to actually... I know last OnlyFans, I barely really paid attention to like dishing out points for FKP because I was doing my own thing. I was trying to actually play the game also. I had a main tank that I had to gear. So how to manage that? Oh. The race quiz is on the 13th. 13th, we have a meeting. Blizzard is doing a big stream, I guess. Or not big, but they're doing some 1 hour-ish, I'm guessing, stream where they're announcing a bunch and then we're having a meeting right after. And we'll probably discuss everything then. That's really, and then that's the day I'm going to give out the quizzes too. So I'm going to do the meeting, dish out the quizzes, say, all right, do your thing, figure out what your shit. So I need to do this now because I have the guy that can work on an add-on, and I want to send this to him. So, beginning. How many points should you get? Let's start with the first thing. How many points should you get for every 10 levels your character earns? And think about inflation. If you want to make it plus 1 point, well, we're not going to be doing decimals, are we? So we could do this where, you know, thousands of points, which will give us more accurate things. Like things can be worth 1,300 or 1,350 rather than, right? Should it be plus 100? Small numbers? Okay. So plus 10 points for every 10 levels. But only once? Well, you're right. So every 10 levels plus 10. Let's do this. 10. Gaining 10 levels. We'll word it like this. Now the issue with this is I could see sweats if I'd be so sad if they did this, but they level a character to level 10 and then kill themselves and then do it again and just kind of point farm, which is why I would want, how much should you lose if you die? I was thinking 25. Because if they really wanted to be stupid, they could level all the way to 30. All the way to 30. Wait. How much did I say? 25, right? Yeah, so they could level all the way to 30 and then kill themselves. And all they did was get a net gain of 5 points. It's not worth it. So 25... basic death. How much did you lose for dying to fall damage? Make them lose less each death to reward sweats. Make them lose less. I don't know if the add-on could do that. Maybe it could. I think it's going to be a set amount every time. Put a minus before 20. Oh, yeah, you're right. Minus 25. Or maybe let's do it like this. The negatives go down here. Positives go up here. So every 10 levels, you gain 10 points. Every death, basic death, you lose 25. Elevator death, minus... should this be 30? I feel like elevator deaths are, like, insane. Minus 50, which we're going to have a lot of. Thunderbluff and Undercity. Minus 50, Undercity slash... No. Elevator death. And then minus... how much should drowning be? Drowning should be maybe 40. Drowning. Even though I feel like it's easier to die to an elevator death. Like, if you die to drowning, there's something going on. Maybe I should make it higher. Minus 75. No, see, this is getting ridiculous. These numbers are getting insane. Minus 60.
What about low number of points for stuff like 1 to 5, 5 for crazy stuff max, that will add to rolling for loot like roll 1 to 119 if you have 119 points as race?
Okay, what about low number of points for stuff like 1 to 5? For crazy stuff max. For stuff like 1 to 5. Am I stupid? That will add to rolling for loot. Like roll 1 to 119. Oh! I see what you're saying. So you can spend your race's points to amplify your rolls. The issue with that is... when we're distributing loot in, say, Molten Core or wherever we are, it's no longer necessarily a race thing, you know? It is and it isn't. Race points can't be given to an individual in that way. What we are going to do is the race with the most points during the raid. So if Taran is the highest point team that week, they will get to roll 1 through 100. The second place team will roll 1 to 95. Third place, 1 to 90. And last place rolls 1 to 85. You are nerfed in your rolls. And that's just an overall entire race nerf. So, even when we're rating, this shit will matter. But I don't want to make the mistake of making FKP only affect rating. That's why I want these points to affect leveling. Which is why, again, I want to have something like a vault or something that they can access, something that makes life better when they actually get it. It's funny. Buying Fangsley help for FKP? To an extent, yeah, absolutely. They're buying mats from Fangsley. Now, Fangsley's also going to have to be an SSF guild, so we're going to have to track and make sure that the viewers that join aren't joining and then opening the auction house. The add-on will literally know if you buy anything from the auction house or trade with anyone who isn't in the guild. It's a very easy to track. Hold on, Novak sent me a picture of it. I can show you guys. This is what's being made so far. So I'm going to have this add-on, and I'll probably be... Oh, he's going to have to change that officer code, but I'm going to be able to just simply click things on and off. Anything I want at all times. This is going to be cool. Hold on, Trolley sent me something. Oh, he's got his own notepad open. Okay, level 10, 10 points. Level 20, 15. Wow, 1 death is more points than the highest earning points tally for getting max level. You don't get the combined total of points for every 10 levels, but say you die at level 50, your race loses 20 points as 50 minus 30. I mean, yes, but I don't want, if you die, at this rate, every team will be negative. I do want it to be like a pretty like tug of war type thing where it's a struggle to stay positive, but I'd like them to be in the positives. Remember, your points are going to be reset every week. Every week. It's full hard reset. But by doing it Tyrole's way, if we did it this way, when the points reset, okay, let's say one faction hasn't died. Like, not a single fucking orc has died. Not once. They're obviously going to have the most points that week. And then they'll get it applied, sure. But because they're all max level, the next week, they're not going to be able to get shit. But I guess that would apply with my way as well. Stupid little challenges like Winter Spring Flight Path at 35. So I was talking with Tactics again, and Tactics knows the person who made the add-on for Hardcore WoW with like... Zara used the best example of the person who did all the special leveling hardcore challenges. So I think I'm going to let him take the lead on adding those kind of challenges and how many points they give, etc. So what's that? Not Serena Bloodfeather. That one harpy bitch in Thousand Needles. Like that quest, doing it below a certain level solo can award your entire race. It's got to be worth a lot because they're very likely to die, especially having no auction house gear or enchants or anything really. Barely even professions probably. And if you lose 25 for a basic death, what's the incentive here? It's got to be nuts. But do you want to encourage risky behavior like that? For the sweats, absolutely. Abso-fucking-lutely. But I will be in a call yelling at Seer if he even breathes an idea of attempting these challenges. Just get 60, Seer. Just get 60. You didn't even make last raid. Let's not fuck around. That's kind of what I want to go for. But if Ompi's like, oh man, I got to level 32 in 6 hours. Hope I don't die. I don't fucking care. Go ahead, die. I don't care. So that's what it's for. Rip Miz. Miz, same boat. No challenges. I guarantee you he will attempt it, though. And that's funny, but I will be yelling at him. What if they do it in a group to get the achievement? All right, enough. If they do it okay, everyone has to stream. If you're not streaming and you're in OnlyFans, all of your achievements are pretty much voided. Guess what kind of guild it is? A streamer guild. So, and if you do it, like if you cheat or some level 60 comes in and kills the elite for you, yeah, no shit, you're not getting points. Duh. All right, give me more things. Gaining 10 levels. That's literally the only thing we have. And the achievements, I guess, the challenges. And maybe we leave it at that. Maybe I just leave it up to tactics and just do these challenges. Let's do first 60. Or no, let's do 100 points. First 60. 100 points. That's a lot. More? No, it's plenty. You can patch after a week. You're right. I can do my own patch notes. All right. First mount. Like level 40 mount. I think that's fun. First mount. 50 points. Oh, wait, what am I doing? First epic mount. Oh, but first non-class mount. So warlocks are banned from this, and we don't even have paladins, right? First death should be minus 100. Okay. Minus 100. First death above level 20. It's fucked up. You're right. How much? Okay, so first blue BOE found. First blue BOE. How many points should that give? $25. And should it be the first BOE of the guild or first BOE of your character? I'm thinking the one times don't matter, I guess. I think it should be first BOE of your own individual character. Now that I'm thinking about it. First solo BOE found. Or maybe even I make it dungeons, right? Because then you could be in a dungeon with your group and you're the only Tauren. You don't give a fuck about this BOE. But you want to win it simply to give your race points. Make it epic. I think I have found 2 BOE epics in Classic WoW in my life. I think Nightblade, I remember I got in ZF. And Boots of Avoidance, again from ZF. So might make people do only race dungeons. I'm open to that. I just don't want people to feel like that's all they can do. Add more content themed events like hide and seek. Yeah, we will be doing that. I think hide and seek is super solid. All right, let's do 75. Let's do 100 points. First BOE epic solo found. So you find an epic BOE by yourself. First maxed out profession. 50. First maxed out of each profession. Yeah. Points for crafting items like Lionheart, Flask, Skinning, Devil Sar. Too easy, too many points. Well, if it's easy for you, it's easy for every other race, is it not? It's a competition. And it also resets every single week. Pretty easy. Mount Garah. Oh, I don't want to put them in a Mount Garah. I don't want them to do that. Because I just know, like, you understand, like, it's really, really awkward the way it is with these people. Like, my super sweats, the sweats that I'm not worried about reaching max level at all, they're efficient, right? And they don't do Mount Garahs, and if they do, I don't care. But they don't really do it because it's like, why would I risk my character? But then you take the people like Mizkif, the people that I'm worried about reaching max level, the people that suck ass at this game, and they're gung-ho about every Mount Garah possible, every single one they want to do. Like, you're the worst out here. What are you doing? It makes no sense. Completing all quests in a zone. Again, remember, I feel like Tactics is going to have a list like this. Let me, like, legitimately starting now. Like, that many lines of different challenges through leveling. All of this is going to be like, oh, maybe even more, actually. Like, this will be filled up. Have you planned what punishments will be given out? No. I got to think about that. But I can think about that later. This needs to be now because it's an add-on that has to get made. First, AGM or Title Charm. That sounds fucking stupid. AGM? Oh, man. Do I want them to risk their characters for a... Let's do it. All right. First, AGM. They can even do it off stream. This is something you can do off stream. If you have AGM in your inventory, I don't care how you got it. I don't care if you got a bunch of 60s to help, whatever. You get AGM, you get it. Because otherwise, you're basically killing your... You can't do that on stream. So let's do... how many points did AGM give? 50? First AGM. Title Charm? Man, that's just sad. Farming Title Charm in hardcore WoW? Why the fuck would you do that? Let's see. Let's put Hunter down. First, poor Taurens only have 4 classes. Whatever. Life's hard as a Tauren, I guess. First, Broken Tooth Tamed. All right. First, Whirlwind Axe. Good. Yes, that's a really good warrior challenge. First, Whirlwind quest completed. Doesn't have to be the axe. Do whatever you want. First, cat form. That's just first level 20. Aquatic form isn't a challenge either. I don't know what you do for Druid. First Shaman to get all 4 totems. Is it? I guess. I need something that's like an actual challenge. I guess there's not a lot, though. Class specifics, is there? But I guess that's what you got to do. Shaman. First, all totems. First to pick Druid. Ultimate challenge. Lock in that race and actually play. First Voidwalker, it's a quest. Yeah, but it's not a challenge at all. First Pummeler for Druid could be funny, but that's only feral, I guess. What is SSS? Don't worry about it. First to 300 fishing. Fuck it. Yeah, let's do first fishing. Well, it's first of each profession already. Fishing's in there. It's done. Yeah, it's already there. Could add LBRS and UBRS clears. You're right, but let's focus on leveling. Let's stay at the bottom levels for now. Thing about hardcore WoW is like that's like the lower levels really matter. You'll find yourself going back to Brill quite often. 300 lock picking for Rogue. Excellent challenge. Well, that's already, I guess, you know what? Rogues kind of have 2 challenges then, because that is a profession. But I guess we could do first poison quest completed, because it is first poison quest completed. Druid could be first Wolf's Head Helm. That's a good one. First Wolf's Head Helm acquired. But that's if they play Feral. It's so Feral Druidish. It's like I just don't see a Resto Druid going out of their way to give a fuck. But a Rogue, a Shaman wants to get all their totems. The Warrior wants to get Whirlwind Quest. The Hunter wants to get Broken Tooth. All of these things that they want to, right? I guess they are leveling as Feral, but you don't use Wolf's Head Helm. You do use it while leveling, but only if you have it in the auction house. You don't go out of your way to get it, right? And we don't have the auction house, so maybe something else. Unlocking all forms. Okay. First Druid, or first to have every single form. They would have to spec, they have to be level 40, because you have to be able to get Boomkin form. You need to do aquatic form. And you need to, well, I guess everything else you buy. So, including chicken, I'll let them figure that out. I can't wait for someone to be like, oh, Soda, I got all the forms. They're like level 23. Cat and bear form. I did it. I got aquatic form too. Look. You're not done, bro. Anyways, first Druid, every form. Mage. First water 55. DM water. Okay. First level 55 water. It's kind of later in the game. That's a little late game, but unless someone has a better answer here. It's kind of just first max level mage. The One Ring? How do you do this? It can be fished? Oh. Okay, sure. Let's do that for... How much would the One Ring be worth? 100 points. It's a 0.01% drop. You think any people are just going to sit there and fish all day for the One Ring? I'd love that. Okay. First to find the One Ring. It's equivalent of a BOE epic. Sure. There's the 2 ring as well. That's in BC though. Punishment for being around someone who dies, not just the dumbass that dies gets punished, but also the dumbasses that didn't prevent it. That's going to have to be up to me. I can do that. So if someone links me a clip of Ms. Kiff dying and Emmy was there, and I look at Emmy and I'm like, she knows better. She should have done this or done that. I can make her race also lose 50% of the points that Ms. Kiff lost, if it makes sense. But that would require review by me. And I don't want too much being put on my shoulders because I'm going to suck. I'm not going to, like, I'm playing the game myself, keep in mind, right? So I want a lot of this to be automated, but reviewing specific occasional clips, I'm for. I can do that, obviously. Priest first raid wipe. No. Let's get back on mage. Mage quests are kind of meh. Okay. First, mage to... What is considered soloing ZF? Do they kill every boss? Maybe not solo ZF, but solo the Graves. Okay, first mage to solo Graves in ZF. There you go. All right. Priest. How many points? I didn't say that. How many points should all these be worth? 50? Or maybe 100? No, I feel like it should be 50 because Taran is just going to get fucked. They don't have rogues. They don't have mages. They don't have priests. They don't have warlocks. So their potential to get all these quests is just diminished. Let's do 50. All right, priest. What is the challenge for priest here? First, true faith vestments. That's a good one, but it's also a max level thing. I want it to be more leveling oriented, which is why mage has 2. I'm just going to remove the water, by the way. Let's remove that. First rare wand. Okay, fuck it. First rare wand. First rare wand. Should it be BOE? Or first, should it be first non-quest rare wand? Could be a dungeon. But I just don't want people to run BFD and be like, I'm done. Because of the wand quest, I think, right? Yeah, cookies wand. I'd like it if, you know, the lower level priests are at a severe disadvantage, but have a chance. There's a wand in WC and DM. But dungeons aren't spammable in hardcore. So they're going to run it that day. It didn't drop. Now they can get all the way to level 30 that day, but what are they going to do? It didn't drop. Now this level 17 priest is like, my first time in Wailing Caverns, and it drops. Hey, you got it, right? So I think that's good. Next is Warlock. All demons unlocked. And you know what? We'll have them have 2. First epic mount quest completed. Fuck it. We'll do it. Is that every class? Warrior, druid, hunter, shaman, rogue. I think that's it. Okay. So that's all the class quests, but I need more stuff here. First, to find the One Ring. Paladins. Oh, yeah. First, locker hunter to wipe a group and raid. We could do getting yourself or someone killed in a dungeon because of a pet or totem. Let's do minus 50. No, 40. Getting yourself or someone killed because your pet / totem. Leave it at that. Because of. Excellent. First 4 candles in BFD. Sure. We could do, let's keep that one kind of cheap, I think. These are some big numbers I'm throwing out. Holy shit. 25. 4 candles, BFD. Keep in mind, things like this is a tactics thing, but I'm sure he already has that handled. Rare spawn kills. We could do +5 points for each first rare spawn killed. I feel like everyone's gonna be like, oh shit, maybe no one's killed that rare before, and they're gonna want to kill every rare. +5. 5 points. First of each rare killed. First of each companion drop. Okay. 5. First of each companion dropped, not bought. I don't want to see these fuckers at the cockroach vendor in Undercity like, look how many. Like, no, dropped, not bought. Edgemaster handguards needs to be in it. BIS for endgame. Yeah. First Edgemasters. First, we'll do 30. First Edgemasters. I should have a section of firsts and non-firsts. It's actually all firsts for the most part, actually. But I guess there's really no other way to do it. Otherwise, it would just be like farmable in a way. Okay, minus 100. First elevator death. Elevator / Zeppelin death. If you jump off the Zeppelin too early, we're gonna have a talk. Elevator / Zeppelin. Just wait until it parks. All right, first to not, let's do -100. First to not log in for 1 week or 7 days, because this is what it's gonna say in guild. Yeah, we'll leave it like that. And then after the first person, we might change it. Be like, all right, next person who does it, -50. You know, all of these firsts can be changed to second. We can do that. First race to find flask. Okay, so what are all of the important flasks so I can write them down? And let's make it plus. This is really big, actually. So let's do not 100, maybe 60. I think 60 per. 60. First to find each of these rare recipes. What should these recipes be? Petri, Titans, Crusader enchant, Supreme power. We could also have some fun ones in there. Deviate delight. Just some stupid shit. Wisdom. Wisdom for healers. That's the MP5 one. Okay. Fiery weapon. Is fiery weapon molten core? Or is it BRD? I think it's BRD, right? Fiery weapon is big. Enchanting our noobs with fiery weapon is massive. Distilled wisdom. Oh, that's what you meant by wisdom. I'm dumb. Thank you, gamer. Lionheart helm. That is a very important helmet, sir. You're correct. Not as important as people think, because the Executioner is right there. Not as good, but right there. But very important, regardless. Let's do Lionheart. Let's put it on there. Lionheart helm. What else? Devilsar recipes. Are they hard recipes to find? I don't know. I'm an auction house gamer for sure. Aren't they vendor? They're trained? Okay. Yeah, I don't care for train. If you just train it, then fuck it. But maybe first Devilsar set equipped, but that wouldn't be a pattern found. We could just do first Devilsar set equipped. 30 points. First Devilsar set completed and equipped. No, Devilsar set crafted. I think crafted's the play.
Papa
20
Soda,
points.
Please do not
First
shave the beard ever
Devilsar
again.
set
You look like
equipped.
a hoe.
That you did not craft yourself. How do you track that? Easy. That's an easy one. Everyone's a f***ing streamer in the guild. First Dire Maul. Agility rep enchant. First Black Lotus. Sure, but can we get more patterns? Let's do 20. First Black Lotus. Sure. GFPP. GFPP. Or greater fire protection. Yeah, leave it there. What else? Agi enchant. Isn't that it's a reputation thing? 15 agility enchant, I guess. Sure. Swiftness potion. Yeah, I want some low level recipes. I want basically the level 15s out there to have the potential like, oh shit. 4 agility. Actually, I know you have to find that pattern. First 4 agility. Deviate Delight's already on there. Minor speed. Add something about Noggin Fogger? No. First 16 slot bag. $10 points. First 16 slot bag equipped, I guess. Sure. First to 4 bags. I mean, that's just going to be like, who wants to donate all of their silver and not learn any skills at level 10 and buy the 4 slots? We'll do 16 slot bag. First UBRS key is a pretty good race. Takes 5 people. I like that, Bobka. I do like that. 50. First BRD key. Or no, UBRS key? UBRS. We could do it where it's the first to turn in the quest. So if they all 5 want to do it together, that's fine. But now it's literally a foot race. Who turns in the quest first? First MC attunement. Let's do this then. 50. First to gain these. UBRS key. MC attunement. Ani attunement. First 50 each. Yeah, MC Douse. What else? You need some more negative. Hey, that's why we're here, man. Scarlet Tabard. That's a good idea. We'll just make that fun. Let's do 20. First, Scarlet Tabard. STB fishing winner. Sure, fuck it. We can do fishing. I'm all for fishing here. Sure. First fishing STV winner. 30 points. Because STV is a level 30 zone. STB fish comp winner. And we'll do, so it's 50. Actually, it's 100 for the first AGM. And we will do 25 first arena master. So first race to win a Mock Garra versus, should I make it versus another guildie? Oh. You know what? Fuck it. Yes, actually, because I know it's going to be one of the sweats, and I don't care if they die. I want to make this big, though. 200. First to win a Mock Garra versus a fellow guildie. We're going to lose a 60 because of this. First win a Mock Garra versus fellow guildie. Both level 60, must both be trying. Must be opposite race. There we go. Well, actually, fuck, maybe we could. Oh man, I could see Tarins being like so far behind Undead. And it's the biggest catch-up mechanic ever seen. We'll just throw down here, minus 250. losing a Matgara, period. Simple as that. Always. You lose 250. You ever lose a even after the first one's been won. You lose 250. Any level. Minus 1,000. Coward debuff. Let's just leave that there. The only issue with doing that is it kind of ruins the entire week. It's a really funny moment, but the rest of the week is now pointless for everyone else. So maybe minus 300. First ZF mallet. Potentially. Hold on. Duel between races every week, one challenger a week. The winner gets 25. That's going to be part of our events. So event-wise, we are going to have race leaders. So we're going to have an election day. The requirements of the election, you must be the race that you're representing, obviously. You also, this is debatable, but I think it's for the best. You must be able to attend the IRL meetings because it's fucking hilarious. So that removes a large chunk of potential people, but you have to be there. So we'll have those meetings, and those faction representatives or race representatives are going to... we might... What do I want them to do? We could use these points. This is where the auctioning would come in if we went the auction route, where you can look at the guild vault and we'll hold an auction on stream, selling, you know, leather and linen and engineering mats and things like that. And obviously the team with the most points is able to bid the highest. They have the most to spend. And we could have the faction leaders or race leaders be the representatives that decide where to spend those points. So that could be a good job for them. We might even do like a podcast or something. Well, not a podcast, really. Just every week we get on stream and we just talk about things. What the fuck's going on? Let's say Miz is the Tauren leader. I'm going to yell at him and say, you suck. Get your people in line. Your Tauren brother Seer sucks asshole. You need to grill him. Things like that. And then, yeah, we'll do hide and seek for funsies. And of course, we'll have points for Gryffindor. We could do little mini stupid duel tournaments where we could do it where it's backwards. We're going to each draw. So if you're a Tauren, you'll get to select one of 3 races. We'll have you draw a name from a hat. You might draw Undead. You get to pick what player from the Undead team is going to compete. And then maybe the Orcs draw Taurens. The Orcs now get to pick what competitor on Taurens get to compete. So your pretty much worst player is going to duel. And then, of course, we could do the basic way where we have each person put in, or race put in their own champion, right? There's so many ideas out there. Hide of the Wild recipe. Yes. Thank you. That's a good one. Hide of the Wild. Very important recipe. First epic mount. Do I not have that? First BOE epic. First non-class mount. So that's your 40 mount. Let's do 100. Oh. First epic non-class mount. All right. Death to guards, minus 50. Death to guards. Does not add to other types of deaths. I'm going to put that there because I just thought if you die to guards, is it minus 50 or is it minus 75? It's minus 50. The first, or the Green Hills of Stranglethorn book completed. Okay, I like that. We'll make that worth 15. No, 25. First Stranglethorn book. Can't fucking spell. Whatever. There you go. First Stranglethorn book quest completed. Minus 50. First death to Son of Arugul. Misspell it. Whatever. I don't know how to spell it. That works. First gravity death. We have that. Actually, we have elevator / Zeppelin death, and we'll just do minus 35 gravity death in general. Not recorded / streamed deaths minus 50. Ooh, if they die off stream and it's unrecorded, yes, minus 50. Maybe even more. Minus 75. Unrecorded death. Now we'll do minus 60. No, minus 50. I don't want it to be too crazy where people don't want to log in, right? Can't they just OBS quick replay and call it record? Yeah, I don't give a fuck. If it doesn't happen on stream, fine. That's okay. But record so we can watch it later. It doesn't need to be on stream. That's why unrecorded. We'll do 50 points. 50 points. First, Swift Main solo kill below level 19. There you go. First, King of the Jungle. Is it, what's the quest chain called again? King of the Jungle? Or Big Game Hunter. Okay. I'm not going to put a level requirement on it. We'll just give... And the thing is, they probably want to do this quest anyways, right? So I think keep it kind of simple. 10 points. Big Game Hunter. First Big Game Hunter completed. I need more things that aren't firsts. I don't need a ton of these things, but I do need more. All I have right now is gaining 10 levels. Everything else is firsts, which is typical, but how that works, I guess. Yeah, we could do like a... That's the weekly discussion where me and probably the other race leaders are going to get in a call and just kind of go over everything. We could have the most understandable death where we alleviate it and we remove the death penalty, and then we'll have the dumbest death of the week. And they'll lose an extra like 100. Okay, let's do this. 10 points. Every 75 levels of a profession. Or maybe 5. 5 points. Every 75 levels of a profession. And it's just permanent. Maybe it's not too bad. I want them to do professions. Of any profession. Minus 250. I want it big, but I don't want to do 1,000. Minus 250. First death. Will add... added... First death... added to whatever type of death it was. So if you are the first death and you somehow die to an elevator, it'll be minus 350. And if it's a basic death, It'll be minus 275. Don't die. First 60 death. First 60 death that's salt in the wound. They're not going to like that. Minus 250 again. No, minus 300. Little more. First 60 death. Death in a cave? No, that's... We'll leave that as is. Okay, minus 100. First AFK death. No, actually, just AFK death. Like... It doesn't have to be first. Just fucking die to AFK, minus 100. Will death stack? Like if someone dies on an elevator with being 60, and being first death of race. Okay, that first of all, that won't happen. They won't be the first death of the race, but yeah, I'll add them. These are, listen, I'm writing these rules down, but I will absolutely rule this with an iron fist and say, your English sucks and I'm right and you're wrong. Yeah, this is additive. Pound sand. I've decided. And don't argue. Make a new character and level. It's minus 500. And I'm just move on. Got 1,000 people in this guild.